Hey everyone, Ryan Kwan here, and today I have a video review for you guys on the Poetic Revolution Case for the iPad Pro. This one right here is for the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, but they also do have it for the 9.7-inch. I will have the link to the case in the video description, so if you're interested in buying one, be sure to check out the video description. The one I have here is also the black on black color, but there are also a few other colors to choose from. All those are in the link as well, so check it out. So here's the case. You can see the design on the front. It's got a built-in screen protector, which is one of the main highlights of this case. And on the back here, you can see this really cool industrial design. You've got a hybrid of TPU on the edges and an inner polycarbonate hard shell, which is going to not only look really nice, I just love the way this hybrid design looks, but also it's going to offer some really nice protection. On the back here, you also have a metal kickstand. This is not plastic. This is very solid and just a really cool and sturdy kickstand that you don't really find with a lot of cases. A lot of them that do incorporate a kickstand are very flimsy and made out of plastic. This one's solid metal, which is really cool. And once again, if I didn't mention it already, the price on this case is only $24.95, which is pretty affordable. It's $5 cheaper for the 9.7-inch iPad Pro as well, if you guys do own a smaller iPad Pro. So with that said, let's take this case apart and put it on the iPad Pro. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've put the iPad Pro inside the front part, which has the built-in screen protector, of course. So pretty much what I did was I got the iPad Pro, I put it onto this side first, and then I kind of just snapped it into place. So you can see what holds it in is the polycarbonate here, which sort of curves inward. So you do have to kind of snap something in. I'm not really a big fan of putting cases onto my devices where plastic sort of, in a sense, scrapes on the side a little bit like this. That's why I'm just not a big fan of these snap-on kind of cases. So that is something that you do have to be aware of if you're not a fan of these like me. They do have a tendency to kind of scuff up the sides if you're not too careful, and I'm actually kind of worried right now that I may have scuffed the side a little bit because I do not like any scratches on my devices. So that is something that you may want to keep in mind. But once you put the iPad Pro in, all you need to do really is the reverse of what you did to take it apart from the TPU and polycarbonate back piece. You just pretty much put it inside and then just wrap it all around, and that's all you got to do. And I will be back after I have done that. So I've got it installed now. The front piece is now completely sealed inside the back cover through the TPU on the edges of the back cover, so it just folds over into the little indents on this front case, so it's nicely sealed. It's not going to pop off, and you can see how the iPad Pro looks inside the Poetic Revolution case. As I mentioned before, it's a very industrial design. Here on the back, you can see this design that looks really cool, very reminiscent of a UAG case, if you guys have ever seen or tried one of those cases. And one thing I will also say is that it's a very heavy combo. I mean, this thing's got a lot of heft to it, so I really can't imagine children using such a case combination. It's just a bit too heavy, in my opinion. We do have the built-in screen protector here, and turning on the iPad Pro, I can see that it does not detract the quality of the screen. Looks very clear just as it looks without the built-in screen protector, so that's very nice. The touch responsiveness is also very good, pretty much on par with how it is without the case. So very nice built-in screen protector. If you're someone that actually is really bad like me at installing screen protectors, especially on such a big device like the iPad Pro, this is a really great way to go if you do want that built-in screen protection. So a really great option to check out. Going over the cutouts, up top here we have a covering for the power button. It is still very clicky though, so no issues there. And we also have two cutouts here for the speakers. I know it's kind of hard to tell with the camera keep going out of focus, but it is perfectly aligned and I have not noticed any issues with the speakers. Over here we do have a port covering for the headphone jack. You've also got a little raise here so you can get your nails and just easily pry it off. Now the thing with a headphone jack is, as you can see, it's very narrow and very recessed, so you will probably have issues with third-party headphones. Probably a lot of headphones actually. It's a very small opening, so that's something you also probably want to keep in mind. On this side, fully sealed, you do not have access to the smart connector. With this case, you just cannot use the smart keyboard. On the bottom here, we also have the two cutouts again for the bottom speakers and another port opening or cover for the lightning port. As you can see, it's again very narrow and very recessed, so probably only a few cables will go inside here. On this side, we have coverings for the volume up and volume down. Very clicky and very easy to press. And on the back, we do have a cutout for the camera and the microphone. Now, taking a look here at the back, we do have the kickstand that I was talking about. This is all metal as well, so it's a very sturdy kickstand design. And with it, you can just prop your iPad like so. And there is also a portrait angle. Not maybe as stable as the landscape angle, but it is there and you can do that. So very cool. Just a very sturdy design. I really like the way they incorporated the kickstand onto this case with this metal. It's just very solid and I like that. Another feature we have on this case is this Apple Pencil holder here on the side. I have my Apple Pencil right here, and if I just slide it in like so, you guys can see that it goes right in. On this corner here we have a carabiner loop, but I didn't use it, so I can't really comment on it. In terms of grip, this is a really grippy case. On the sides here we have this TPU like I said, and it's just a very grippy case. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall out of your hands. If anything, the only thing that would make it fall out of your hands is the weight. It's just really heavy, and so if your arms get tired, you may just sort of, I don't know, for whatever reason, let it go. So that's the only thing that, in my opinion, could cause you to let go of the iPad Pro inside this case. But yeah, very nice grip. And for protection on the corners here, there are some raised bits, as you guys can see here, 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 and over here. And that's just to offer a bit more better impact protection on the corners. So really nice feature there. On the back, you can also see this Revolution text, Poetic logo. And so, I mean, this is a really very protective case. It's just a massive beast, really. There you guys go, $24.95. A bit heavy, which is my only con really with this case. Bit heavy, but the price is just right in my opinion at $24.95 for what you're getting. A lot of features here, a lot of great design features, protection, and just a really nice case if you do need a case like this style. So be sure to check it out. This is once again the Poetic Revolution. I will have all the links in the video description. $24.95, you just cannot beat it. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.